afternoon, my dear students. Today I am going to take the class of spoken English for class 10, and in last class I took the expression of joy and sorrow, and today I am going to discuss about the unit 13, describing immediate neighborhood. So we first of all we should know about the name of the topics, describing immediate neighborhood. So I have already written the definitions with examples. So let's start the class. Here, describing immediate neighborhood. What is the meaning of describing immediate neighborhood? I just wrote one word as we need to discuss about it. So describing first, then immediate, then neighborhood. So here describing means what? To describe is to report detail about something either out loud or in written. So describing means what? It mainly means a report. It is a report. We can say in a very simple way that it is a report which we can give the details about something, anything. We can just take any topics in order to describe it. So we can take any topics either out loud. Out loud means when we speak out, that is called out loud, or in written. We can write the things too. We can write the things too in order to describe. So describing means here what? To describe is to report details about something either out loud or in written. That is called describing. Whenever we gives the detailed information to others by giving an elaborate way, in an elaborate way, whether it is orally means when we speak out, or out loud when we speak out, or in written. So that is called describing. We can just describe the things orally or by speaking out, or we can write the things in a letter, or we can just write diaries, in the diaries, as well as we can have a phone call. We can just keep it in different moods according to their situation. So that is called describing. Here I gave an example. Let's see. He described his experience in a letter to his parents. So a boy, he used to live out of town or out of city or out of country. What he did, he described his experience. He just elaborated his experience in a letter to his parents. He wrote everything about his experience, how he is feeling here in that place, how he is just doing his work. So everything he wrote, he can elaborate in a letter. So he described his experience in a letter to his parents. He sent it to his parents through a letter that he described everything about his experience, whatever he had. So that is called describing. When we describe in details about any topics in orally or in written, that is called describing. Next is immediate. Immediate means what? Something that is occurring right now. And immediate means immediately. When we often just say the word immediate. Immediate, we can just say that someone is calling me immediately. Immediately urgent. That is called urgent. So immediate means something that is occurring right now, at present, just occurred. So as for example, an accident has been held. So their emergency 108 ambulance has been called out. So it's an immediate one. So we can say that immediate one. The immediate means what? Something that is occurring right now or at present. That is called immediate. Here I gave an example. The new restaurant was an immediate success. The new restaurant has been opened, and that restaurant was running in a very full swing. They got the success of the restaurant. They even have a good profit of money. So we can say the new restaurant, that was an immediate success. So they thought of a restaurant, working in a restaurant or opened a restaurant. That restaurant was running in a very good condition. So we can say that immediate success was won by the restaurant. Next is neighborhood. Neighborhood means what? It is a geographical localized community within a large city, town or rural area. Neighborhood, we can just define it's a geographical localized in a community. So whenever we just say the word geography, we just open our mind through the map. So in the map we can find different countries all over the world. There are different countries. We can just print out the countries and we can search for the towns, cities, capitals, everything. So in our country, India, here in India we can find different places, whether it's town or city or village, rural areas. Rural areas means village. We can find different places. So different places, in different places we find different peoples. So when we just say to someone else about our local, means where we live, our locality, how is our locality, our neighborhood. Our neighborhood means we can say that in a very simple way we can find that neighborhood is that we can say whenever we live in a village or town, our nearby house or in our village, we can feel that this place is ours. We know them very well, so we can say that neighborhood. Or in our country, India, we can find different states. Those states, we know the name of the states, so they can be our neighborhood if we just think in a broad way. So that is called neighborhood. Here, describing, we can use the word describing, means report. We can just use the word for report. Report. Then we can use the word narrate. Report, narrate, related things we can use in describing. And in immediate word we can use the words like on the spot, repeat, quick. This type of words we can just use in immediate. Immediate means on the spot, rapid or quick, that is immediate. Here describing means how we can describe the things. Through report, we can narrate the things, we can just elaborate the things, we can just relate the things. That's how we can describe. A neighborhood means when it is a geographical localized community within a large city, town, urban. We can just say it in a very simple way, that neighborhood which is nearby us according to the geographical status. That is called neighborhood. So we learned about describing immediate neighborhood. Now let's go to the conversation. Okay, let's start the conversation. I'm taking the conversation 4, and in the conversation 4 we find that Mayuri, a singer, reached Guwahati to record a few songs for her new album. She asked a passerby for the location of Studio Picasso. And here we find that Mayuri, a girl, she is not from Guwahati, she is outside Guwahati, so she came to Guwahati in order to record few of her songs, and she doesn't know where the studio is located. So she asked a passerby. Passerby means a person who just was walking nearby her in the city. So there are lots of people walking nearby us. So she asked a person, the passerby, how she asked the person. That was the conversation here, and we already just discussed about the describing immediate neighborhood. So that person may know that place. So how a person should describe that actually here we will find in this conversation. Let's start the conversation. First I will read out the conversation, after that I will discuss about it. So here, Mayuri, excuse me, could you please tell me where I get the phone number of Studio Picasso? That was a question. Passerby, do you mean the studio where songs are recorded? He also asked that question. Mayuri, yes, that's right. Have you got the number? Then passerby, I'm sorry, but I can tell you how to get there. Mayuri, that will be a real help. I have to be there for a recording. Passerby, take bus number 1 from here, get off at Beltola Tiniali stop, walk along the road that goes to the Assam Administrative Staff College. You should see the studio on your left after about 100 meters. Mayuri, thank you so much. So, how we can describe mainly the immediate neighborhood, in the immediate neighborhood, how we can describe the place and how we can help a person. Here in this conversation, we are going to just learn about that. Mayuri is a girl, she is out of Guwahati, so she doesn't know the places. Here a passerby, a person who is unknown to Mayuri, but that person knows where that studio is located. And now first Mayuri just say, excuse me. Excuse me is the word. First of all we have to ask the person, to any person, in order to say something, we have to unknown or known, so we have to say the word excuse me. Excuse me, could you please tell me where I can get the phone number of Studio Picasso? Then Mayuri asked a person, passerby, that person, that excuse me, she said first, that could you please tell me where I can get the phone number? She asked, please can you help me that where I can get the phone number of Studio Picasso? I don't know the address that how she meant. Then that was a question for the passerby. Then the passerby replied, do you mean the studio where songs are recorded? Then that passerby just answered or replied, how do you mean? Do you want to know the studio where songs are recorded? Oh, that songs are recorded, that studio, you want that number? Then that way he asked. Then Mayuri said, yes, that's right. Then Mayuri said, yes, where the songs are recorded, that studio number I want. Have you got the number? Then she again asked, do you know the number? Have you got the number? Then the passerby replied, I'm sorry, but I can tell you how to get there. I'm very sorry. I can't give you the number. I don't know the number. So I can just help you out by showing the way, how you will reach there, how you will go there. I can show that way. So he said, but I can tell you how to get there. You can get that place. How you can get that place, I can just tell you. Mayuri then replied, that will be a real help. She was excited because she was late, maybe she was late or she doesn't know the place. So she, out of excitement, she said, that will be a real help. Really, you are going to help me. I am very thankful. That's how she was reacting. I have to be there for a recording. Then she said, I have to be there for the recording. In order to record my songs for my album, I have to be there. Then the passersby just gave the address. And here address means mainly, I have already just discussed about neighborhood. So neighborhood, that is geographical localized. And here the geographical localized has been given how she can go to that place, to that Picasso studio. So the passersby told that take bus number 1. You first get to bus number 1 from here, from that particular place. Get off at the Beltola Tiniali stop. Then you get off from the bus at Beltola Tiniali stop. Walk along the road. You should go through the road that goes to the Assam Administrative Staff College. You should go to the way where the Assam Administrative College staff was there. So in that way you should go. Then you should see the studio on your left after about 100 meters. After about 100 meters in the left side, you will see the studio. That's how the passersby helped Mayuri. And by knowing that address, Mayuri said, "Thank you so much." Then Mayuri thanked the person who helped her. And this was the conversation of describing the immediate neighborhood. And here describing means how they are having conversation, as well as they gave the description. The passersby has been described about the where the studio has located, how she can go there, which number bus she should take, which way she should go. She said, that person said that she should go to the way Assam Administrative Staff College. That way she should go, and it's nearby, nearly 100 meters distance in the left side. That person have already given the immediate neighborhood, that is already the geographical location that he has given to Mayuri. And Mayuri was very thankful because she was already, maybe she was late, so she was very thankful that that person have helped her. Though he could not give the phone number, yet he have given the address, how she could just reach that place. And that means this was the conversation about the Mayuri and the passersby. And this was about discussing the immediate neighborhood. And hope you all just got whatever I have already told you. And in the last video too, I have told you that you have to practice in order to speak out. That you have to do whenever you think, then you have try to think in English. Don't try to translate first in your mother tongue, then after that you are going, maximum of our student and we the people used to just take it the part as that we just, whenever we speak we stumble because we doesn't practice. That's the thing. And whenever we think that whatever the another person have a conversation with us, we should think in English. So try to think in English so that you can just fluently or in a very flawlessly you can just speak out. Because we just used to translate the things. We should not do that. We just have to think and we should practice. We should read the books. We should listen musics. The English songs you can just listen. You try to listen musics, as well as in any other, whatever you are watching a video or audio, you just try to listen in English so that you can improve your English. That's the thing. Thank you very much.